Hi there, my name is Nectarios from Naturally Smart Stuff. We are here today on this really nice piece of land on this lovely winter's day for this really interesting event. We're in a place just outside Mitsero in Cyprus, and this event is called Permablitz. Hi, so here we are, Gabriel. We're here on your land, but tell us first, what is Permablitz?
Okay, Permablitz is actually a movement created from the graduates of the Permaculture design course, and they decided that they're going to meet every month and go to each person's land, if they have land, or it can be urban gardening or permaculture, and they will do work collectively on each place.
So, what is permaculture?
Permaculture, for me, one of the best definitions that I've heard is thinking like an ecosystem, and it's a way of, it's all about making decisions, and you're making decisions and creating symbiotic and synergistic systems that they support each other and they work for the betterment of the land, or even for social structures. It's a big concept that it cannot be analyzed in just a definition. It's so vast.
What is being done here today?
Okay, basically here on the back, as you can see, we are utilizing an old water tower, and we're gonna build an external shower. 90% of the materials we are using are pure recycled materials, scrap, anything we can find. Okay. We base our designs on what we have.
All right.
Well, we are building also a composting toilet. It's going to go on right next to the shower. We are building some compost over there, and on the other side we are doing some swales.
Okay. Swales are trenches that are dug on contour, and it's to do with water management. So what you're doing is you're trying to catch the runoff water, stopping erosion, and also ensuring that the water soaks into the land, so it stays on the land. It's feeding, then helping to feed the plants that are below it. So these are some of the swales that we've built already. We do that using an A-frame. So this is an A-frame, and each swale will overflow into the swale below it.
Right.
So what you want is you don't want any water to leave this land. We have big water management issues in Cyprus. So you want to keep, but we have very heavy rainfall in the winter. So this causes erosion, and also you don't catch all that water, so it's kind of wasted. And then in the dry summer months, your plants, you need to water them, and it's a very arid climate. So with the swales, you're catching the water, you're helping it to soak into the land, raising the water table. The plants have got more water to get at for a longer part of the dry months. And yeah, you're also stopping erosion and other problems that might, using permaculture principles. I came to Cyprus 4 years ago and built a dome using ecological principles and low budget. So I built a geodesic dome. I have a Facebook group which kind of details that. It's called Experimental Living. But I didn't really know what I was doing with the land. You always think, I thought about structures first before, and really, if you're going to do it, if I was going to do it again, I would invest in the land first, because planting trees, water management, all the years that I was building the house, I could have been collecting all that water, building soil, but you live and learn. So then I did the permaculture course, and as a group we want to get together more and learn through doing.
I didn't really have a background in agriculture at all. I did some studies in chemistry, then some studies in arts, and I believe permaculture combines both. It's the creativity and the science behind creating sustainable environments to live in, which I find really appealing working with permaculture. So I started step by step because as I said, I had no background, so I needed to learn. And now in the winter, my salad greens come out of my garden. So good greens, healthy greens, no pesticides, nothing chemical on them. And slowly learning from that and expanding the knowledge a bit more every time.
I'm making some hot compost.
Okay.
So basically I'm making a nice big pile, because you need it nice and big to get up the heat.
Okay.
And I'm layering organic matter that is high in carbon, which is basically your brown dry stuff. with, in this case, mostly grass and weeds, green stuff.
Okay.
But it could also be manure or anything that's high in nitrogen.
Okay.
So we make layers, and to make good hot compost we basically need carbon, nitrogen, and we need water. It needs to be moist, and we need oxygen. If you make a pile of organic stuff and just leave it there, it'll take maybe a year before you can use it, or some of it, the bottom stuff. But if you make it nice and hot and you turn it regularly to get in more oxygen, then it'll only take a couple of months. Well, you could grow stuff in it, or you could use it to mulch, like Gabriel will probably use it around his fruit trees, which will keep in the moisture. It'll attract all the lovely microorganisms and the little bugs and the beetles and the earthworms and all the things that will help his trees. So no fertilizer whatsoever. And the earthworms will do the job. No digging, because the worms will come up and fetch the humus, as we call it, and take it down. So it's really no dig gardening. And in Paphos, I'm involved with the Anasa Center, and the idea there is to teach people about community health and wellness. And we're also going to develop a small permaculture food forest, and we've started planting it up. So we will hopefully very soon be able to show that in a very small space, in an urban environment, you can grow quite a lot of food organically.